Okay, I don't know if y'all it's lighting good. Okay, but anyways. But anyway, quick little main story time. So here's what I'm talking about. Here's the motherfucking main story time, okay? So, my dad, he hires you know, this guy to work the house, the handyman, well supposed handyman, because we need a garage fix. 'Cause, every time when the garage opens, it'll be like when it goes up, it will just be like so like it'll go creak to the point it makes it seem like it's probably gonna fall and bust your head wide open. But anyways, so he's fixing the garage door, whatever. Okay, mind you, I'm just minding my business. My little stuff. I'm my business, right? And I hear some yelling in this garage, like as I'm here right now in this garage. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I get up from the couch and then I go to the door to hear it. Mind you, this dude starts yelling. He starts screaming. And mind you, we're gonna call this guy Otis. Okay, we'll call him Otis. So Otis, he starts yelling, screaming, starts throwing stuff on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? The fuck? So and it seemed like he was like yelling at somebody because he probably was on the phone. I go to my mom, I'm like, you hear that? She's like, hear what? He's like, I don't know, he yelling, cussing in this garage when he's supposed to be fixing it. She's like, what? So she gets up and she goes talk to the man. She goes there, she's like, hey, are you alright or whatever? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Don't worry about it. Or whatnot. Mind you, this dude was stable. Well, no, let me correct that. He was unstable, okay? Mind you, this guy was drunk. Okay? He's drunk as fuck. Well, let me clarify. He was drunk when it came to work on the job. So he was drinking while working on the job, yelling, cussing, screaming on the phone, whatever. And apparently, his wife was on the phone. He has a wife. He was screaming at his wife on the phone, basically, pretty much. So my mom was like, going to my dad. He's like, look, you need to get your boy or whatever. Excuse me. My dad, he goes down there. He's like, hey, what's going on? I don't want you lately. Trying to talk it out, pretty much. He's like, it's. So then he proceeds to go out to the backyard, and proceeds to cuss his wife out again on the phone outside the backyard. Who knows? Neighbors could be hearing it. People, I don't know. He was down in the backyard just yelling, screaming like, bitch, da, you my. All this BS. So my mom and I, we leave and go to Jim and Nick's or whatever. And she was about to call the police because, mind you, like I said, he was drunk on the job. He was very unstable. Seemed very just, I don't know. Seemed like he was kind of like an abusive drunk. You know how people just be drunk and they just get so aggressive and shit like that? That's what he was. He was like an aggressive type of drunk and shit. And oh yeah, mind you, I think I told this story before. And I was like 16 at the times, and I told this story before, but whatever. Anyways, so we get back, they're not there. So, and that was that from them. And you would think after that experience, you would think after that, my dad would never hire him again. He's still letting him be the handyman. Something he did with the garage door, didn't do right, still did it. So, of course, mama to get some else. But I'm gonna get to that later. He fixed the window one time. He like busted a hole in some window and shit. I don't know. And my mom literally told my dad, like, look, I don't want Otis fixing my stuff again. And my dad being ignorant, he's like, oh no, just because mind you, he too just I don't know. My dad can be cheap sometimes. But listen, when it comes to like hiring somebody to fix the house, my dad can be cheap. So he literally hires somebody or get somebody he know to fix the house who's not even professional. By the way, he's obviously unprofessional. He can be drunk, all this. So even if he was not professional, he don't care because he don't have to spend a lot of money on another guy who's professional. So mind you, he was cheap. Whatever. He, oh my fucking god, he leaves my mom. to watch Otis and his people. So this time he had like other people to like fix the house, I guess. So I think it was like the roof this time. Um so my mom was like, I don't want to babysit some grown ass men. Well, she didn't really say that, but she was like, I don't want to lead them. My dad was like, look, I need to go out. You need to go. Which I guess he went out to go get some lunch. I don't know, some type of shit like that. And mind you, this was going on in like another story time. Probably gonna mention another. I don't know. Anyways, um, so then while something about the truck almost went into the next door neighbor's yard. They laughing. My mom is like, "What? You almost ran through the next door neighbor's yard and on this?" So So instead of my mom depending on, my dad to hire random people to visit his house, she decides to obviously, be independent about it and hire other people to fix the house or call people to get stuff done. Cause mind you, this house is old. So yeah. And yeah, that was that. And after that, we haven't really seen him again. He hasn't really fixed our house. After that, um and mind you, this was like years ago. This isn't recent. This was like years ago. I was probably like maybe 16, 17. Anyway, um, but yeah, he hasn't really came over to his house again. He hasn't really fixed nothing after that. Um, just I haven't really seen him again after that, pretty much. But I don't know. He is a good dancer though. He is a good dancer though, because he was at my dad's party one time. And he can dance. He can dance. He may be a drunk alcoholic crackhead or whatever, but he can still dance. You know what I mean? He can still fucking dance. You know? So he's not just that, he can also dance too. But yeah. Just, like I said, he's a funny dude, funny guy, whatever. Just he ain't professional to work on people's houses. He just not. He ain't. And by the way, y'all, this is currently the garage that we just got done. As you can see here, there's a new lights. We just got that done. New thing to let up, let down, all that. Okay, don't get me wrong. He's funny. I like him, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But still, I already explained how he was on this job, okay? How he was the handyman. All right, look. But either way, listen, either way, if you have somebody who's obviously too cheap to hire somebody who's not, or if he's too cheap, or somebody's too cheap to hire somebody who's like, just not professional, just do it yourself. Just do it yourself. Go hire somebody who's professional enough if they too cheap to hire somebody who's professional enough. Just like my dad. And my mom had to learn the hard way. And I'm just in the middle of this. But anyway, yeah, that's what happened.